Okay, at this time, I'm going to have Carol read our statement of intent.
May I have your attention, please, everyone? Hi, everybody. We are fortunate to have a variety of speakers for Sunday services. By using guest speakers, we gain wisdom from all those who share. This is a church where you can worship the God of your own understanding, a place to experience joy and be uplifted, a place where we can gain strength and inspiration to share with all we meet throughout the week. We invite you to join us in this celebration of life, to nourish your spirit, and to enjoy the company of kindred souls. Okay.
Amen.
Amen.
And at this time, Pam is going to give us a little introduction and an invocation, and then she's going to play a song, have us play a song over the, yeah. Oh, yeah, okay, so you, yeah. Yeah.
Well, good morning. I chose, instead of opening with a prayer, I'd like to do oh, I'm sorry. Can you hear me now? Yeah. Okay. So this morning, I chose a prayer being sung instead of talking it through. Being Catholic, I chose something from my past, and it's Psalm 23, the shepherds. The Lord is my shepherd, and it's being sung. There are a lot of songs now that are being put, a lot of words being put in song, especially religious, and I like to listen to religious music now. So we're going to play, Andrew's going to play the song now. Okay.
I've walked roads that felt endless, where the pain was hard to hide, where the weight of all my failures pulled me down from every side. But even in the shadows, when my hope was running thin, I felt the shepherd's footsteps come walk toward my sin. He didn't ask me for perfection, didn't tell me to be strong. He just picked me up in mercy and showed me I belong. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie in pastures green, He leads my trembling heart beside the quiet waters, restores my weary soul. Even in the darkest valley, I am never alone, for you are with me. Your rod and staff, they bring me home. There's a table set before me in the presence of my fear, and the enemies that have broke me start to tremble when you're near. You pour oil upon my wounds till the hurt begins to fade, and the cup I thought was empty overflows with endless grace. Surely goodness and your mercy have been running after me through the storms I tried to outrun, through the nights I couldn't breathe. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie in pastures green, He leads my trembling heart beside the quiet waters. He restores my weary soul. Even in the darkest valley, I am shepherd, forever at my side. He leads me through the shadows into everlasting light. Beside the quiet waters, he restores what life stole. And even in my final valley, you will never let me go. For you are with me. Yes, you are with me. My shepherd, my comfort, my home.
All right, so that was our lovely invocation / opening prayer / first hymn. So at this time, I'm going to do announcements. First of all, Pam Losasso is our speaker today. Her topic is exploring the spiritual progression of life cycles. And we're going to get back to Pam in a minute here. Just a couple of quick announcements. Today is the second Sunday, and every second Sunday, everything that we put in the basket for lunch goes to Second Harvest Food Shelf. So just keep that in mind. And as usual, Monday, Unity Group is at 6 p.m. They're still discussing the Fifth Agreement downstairs in the library. Tuesday at 1 o'clock is the Abraham Group, also meeting downstairs, and they're still reading The Amazing Power of Deliberate Intent. Next Sunday is the day after Valentine's Day, and we are not doing our Love and Lasagna this year. We just didn't have enough people to have enough energy to put it together. So what we are proposing is that next Sunday, we do a Valentine's Day potluck. So make sure when you bring stuff, it's Valentine related, cookies or hearts or whatever, candy, I don't know. So it's our Valentine's potluck after church on Sunday next week. Now, February 28th, it's a Saturday. Pam is going to be putting on a workshop, and the workshop is all about the Wheel of Predictability, and she will probably introduce more of that information also later. But we do have a sign-up sheet downstairs, and it will be here, or depending on the number of people who sign up, we will do it at her house. So keep that in mind. Now, most of you all know I work at another church. I work at a Methodist church for a while, you know. Anyway, so they were cleaning out a cabinet the other day, and she handed me this, okay? It's a little songbook. It's a sampler book. It's called The Faith We Sing. And she said, do you want these? And I'm like, I don't know. I mean, we always could have, you know, more songs to sing. This is the sampler book for the singers. I gave the sample book to Carol, has all the accompanying stuff. So she can kind of take a look at it and see what she might want to play. And so this will be downstairs. You can take a look at it. Give me your opinion, yay, nay, whatever. Because we, you know, if they have a grunge ton of these, a whole bunch of these. So if we, you know, they're either going to throw them out or give them to us. So, you know, let me know what you think. Also, our board meeting is next Sunday. If you have anything that you would like to have the board address or talk about, just let me know or one of the other board members so we can put that on our agenda. And next week is Robert Aho. Not this week, next week. Robert will be talking about stabilizing our spiritual practice. And I'm sure Michael is involved with that, so he will probably be singing some stuff, right? Okay. Yeah. So, awesome. And so I think, does anybody else have any other announcements they'd like to make? All right, so then at this point, let us read our principles. You'll find them on the white card. All right, so we believe God is the eternal source and creator of all and is present in everything. Our eternal soul, endowed with free will, grows through many lifetimes. Communication occurs between the physical and spiritual worlds. Prayer and meditation strengthen our connection to the divine. All healing comes from Source. Seeking this for ourselves and compassion for others suffering is the highest priority. Because we are all one, what we do unto others, we do unto ourselves. The choice of love is always open for every soul. Living these principles leads us to grow in divine love. So at this time, I'm asking for prayers for anyone who needs healing. And the first one is Rick Yeomans, who is the leader of the Unity group downstairs on Mondays, had a spell last week, so they were not able to meet for their book group. He was in the hospital, but he's home now. He's getting better, but we still need to give prayers for him to continue to be on the mend. And you have a word on Carolyn.
Carolyn is home, and she's happy to be home, and her sister brought all kinds of good food, Carolyn said. She said, I have a ton of food and whatever. And so, yeah, so she's doing well, and she has a walker, but I did pick her up yesterday, and we went to, what's it? What? Boxtronics, something about her iPad, and she said, I have to get this straightened out. And I said, well, I'll just take you there. Saturday, I'm off, from work, whatever. I don't work Saturday. And she would not use her walker, but she used the cane thing. And so very slowly, and she did just fine. And she's very happy. She's looking good. Her sister took good care of her. So you never know relatives. Oops. Thinking of my brothers. All is well. Anyway, good news about Carolyn. And she wants to come back, but she's not ready. She doesn't have the energy or feel. She needs to go out of her house yet until she feels a little bit better. She cannot drive yet. She said, I wouldn't dare drive yet. She's smart. So thank you. Yeah. Okay.
So prayers for continued healing for Carolyn.
My sister died on Friday. Yeah, she was 90. She had cancer for about 3 years, and she died at home quietly in her sleep. And Elaine, her name was Elaine, and her body was donated to the University of Wisconsin. So they'll just have a memorial service for her. So prayers for her. Thank you.
Any other prayers today? All right. So could someone please bring forth the healing bowl? Remember that our healing bowl is active 24/7. If you put in a piece of paper with a name on it or names on it, or if you do just intentionally, those prayers are being prayed over 24/7. So at this time, I'm going to have Robert do the singing bowl. We'll have a moment of silence, and then Carol will play hymn number 74 in the silence, and then Robert will do a small meditation for us. secret meeting place, love is there. In the silence, where every compromise and every rainbow ends, good is there. In the light, now you find that you know peace of mind. In the silence, your path is paved in gold, and all your dreams unfold. Love is there. Peace is there. Truth is there. God is there.
Okay, first, let's just really still your mind and listen to these words of the 7-line prayer, the prayer to Guru Rinpoche, who has had a tremendous impact on our church. And just listen to the sounds. And what this does is it helps with your spiritual practice. It has to do with your wish to be a spiritual practitioner, your wish to awaken, and to bring benefit to all. And it's very powerful. So if you've been practicing it, we actually do look at this in our meditation group every first Sunday of the month, and we are singing it during that. But let's just listen to that if you don't know the words in Tibetan. But this brings great blessings to us all and all beings. Om al janal jinab jancham be magya sardambula ya janjo jinos rubne pe ma jonas jasutrag Koru kadro mambo kor keji jasu dag jubji jinjas lab cheer jasu sol Guru Pema Siddhi Hong Om Mahong Vajra Guru Pema Siddhi Hong Om Mahong Vajra Guru Pema Siddhi Hong Om Mahong Vajra Guru Pema Siddhi Hong. Now, you heard the word guru in there. We visualize our guru. I won't tell you who your guru is. That's individual for each person. It might even just be the ineffable, bright, luminous, timeless luminosity, this brilliant condition, this oneness that we all share. But it can be any guru, whoever you feel is most wise and bringing the most blessings. That's your guru. And you can either visualize your guru in front of you, or visualize your guru in your heart center, or just have awareness of your guru. There's 3 ways to practice guru yoga. We've done this a lot here. Last meditation time, we practiced Guru Yoga almost exclusively throughout the whole meditation, and it's just very powerful. It is the unification of all practices because you're opening your heart and mind to this infinite wisdom, and you're becoming one with that and with all beings. Oneness, oneness. We keep talking about oneness. So just open your eyes as wide as you can open them. Open your mouth and utter ah. Ah. really try to sustain that sound. This mantra is just one syllable, but it's the most powerful of all the mantras because it's uniting you with your guru. This is to help stabilize your spiritual practice, and I'll be speaking about that again next week. And really feel that oneness between you and this infinite awareness, this infinite love and compassion. Open your heart and mind completely. Don't let anything obstruct you from this infinite wisdom. One more time. Let's just sit, remaining at ease in this right awareness. Okay, thank you very much.
Good morning. September 28th, I actually talked here about divine timing and predictable cycles. And today I'm going to talk about different cycles that require going within to find the answers you're looking for. Predictable cycles, it's external things that guide you or test you. But when you have to go within, it is finding your true self. And one of those things is recognizing what is keeping you from doing that. And for some people, they want to put it on hold until the kids are grown or they're financially stable. But some people won't wait that long. And for me, I didn't have to make those choices because I didn't have any kids. So that was one thing that I didn't have to worry about. But one of the things that started me on my path was the Celestine prophecy. And anybody that knows me, that's where I started my journey. And I believed everything that I read in this book to be true. There were 9 insights that starts with the very first one, and it's recognizing synchronicity. When things start crossing your path, starting answering questions that you may have. And from my angel book, I'm going to read what synchronicity is. And hopefully, starting today, it's just paying attention. Who's crossing your path? How do you feel? What events are taking place in your life right now that may be guiding you to your purpose in life? So, I need my glasses for this. It says, let's see, I want to see where I want to start. Be aware of events and symbols that have meaning for you. Helpful coincidences can be messages for you. What are they indicating? Follow their pattern. Be aware of your subconscious thoughts and dreams. There is much more here than meets the eye. It is often helpful to keep a journal of your experiences. When you review it later, you may be surprised at what it reveals. When the timing is right, things will fall into place. Know that delays now may be appropriate. You will be in the right place at the right time. The right action is occurring. Forces greater than yourself are in motion. Trust them. For every action, there is a reaction. Hold your positive attitude firm in the midst of any negative reaction, and positive end will result eventually. So that's starting today. Just pay attention to what's guiding you. And then the second insight, and there is a Celestine Prophecy Experimental Guide. So it lists the 9 insights and how to test each and every one of them. And the second insight is being aware of where your belief system starts changing, what you grew up believing. I grew up Catholic, and even growing up Catholic, I went to Catholic school, and even at that time, I didn't believe everything that they taught. I didn't understand why they said you can only go to Catholic church. You can't go to anybody else's church. And I found that because a lot of my friends weren't Catholic. So, but so that was my very first belief that I didn't accept. And also, one of the other things too, it's what we're taught to believe in, listening to outside influences. In the 60s, I don't even remember the 60s, but that was too long ago. But there was a period where we didn't ever even lock our doors. Do you remember those days? And also, kids walked to school by themselves. There was less stress. I don't know what to call it, but yeah, over decades, things gradually changed. And even in the 70s and 80s, I remember in the 70s, astrology was a big thing. You didn't hesitate saying, what sign are you? And that is one of my passions right now. I study astrological signs and energies. And I believe it provides information as to what a person's tests and challenges are going to be. Back in the 70s, I didn't know why I asked those questions, just because everybody else was. So, and in the 80s and 90s, once again, I don't know what happened in the 80s and 90s. I didn't keep a journal at that time. I didn't start journaling probably until when my life started changing, and that started later in the 90s, when I started keeping tabs on why things were changing for me. New inventions. I remember watching the Jetsons. I mean, this is really aging me. But yeah, when you saw them talking on the computers and monitors, and even maybe someday we will see cars flying in the air. I don't know. But I think if you can imagine it, you can make it happen. So, new inventions all the time. Cell phones. I think my dad had one of the very first cell phones, and everybody wanted to try it out when I was in a bar downtown. And so but it was one of those it's like you're bringing your phone from home. It had the big, the big handle or whatever you call it. So yeah, it's almost like bringing your phone from home. But now we got these little tiny things. So also medical inventions have really helped, I think, tremendously. I just had hip surgery, and now it's less invasive, which is a good thing, less time to recuperate. So you just never know where we're going from here. Let's see. I'm just trying to see. But there are also some things I'm asking myself, are we actually moving forward or backward? So, because some things haven't changed in all of these years. And so it's just, I know I can work on myself. I can't work on how other people are going to react to it. So then there's the other thing called the third insight, which is a matter of energy, paying attention to universal energy. And this is how you're interacting with outside forces. Are you positive or negative? So it is learning to also connecting with nature, seeing energy around you, picking up on how other people are talking. What are people afraid of? So this affects your lifestyle as well as others, I believe. Then the fourth insight, oh boy, can I relate to this one, the struggle for power. And according to this, it is how you grew up. If you had siblings, you're always striving for somebody's attention in the family. Parents, it has to do with control. And I had a very, my mother was a Leo, which is very controlling. And so it's like always trying to tell me what to do. I don't like anybody telling me what to do. So, and it's still very true to this day. So, but it's noticing how people are trying to manipulate you, and even in relationships. Yeah, I think that's a personal thing, though. Only you can decide how much manipulation you'll take. So, and then the other next insight is, it's called The Message of the Mystics, seeking connection with the divine and how it feels and expands one's perspective on life. Focus on what and how you want to live your life. This is finding your purpose in life. And only through connection to the divine, I believe that's the only way you're going to find it. And one of the ways is through meditation. And dreams provide information too. So, and for me, I got messages through dreams. When I was struggling, all I had to do, that term, sleep on it, that worked for me a lot. So I would get my answers through a dream. The next insight was called Clearing the Past. And this is where control dramas, if you saw yourself as an intimidator. People told me I was an intimidator. And I truly was, because I was a control freak. Then there's the interrogator, always having to explain yourself to other people. Why do you believe this? Why are you doing that? So, and then you have the aloof, that'll never give you a straight answer. And then there's the poor me, always blaming other people for their bad luck. So I think we all fit into some category here. And unfortunately, as I grow older, I think I'm less intimidating because I've learned to work with people. I don't want the control anymore. I remember I started a business, and there were two others of us, and two of us were the controllers of the group. And thank God we had the mediator who would always, if we were struggling with how to solve an issue, she would step in, and we would always listen to her because she was so calm and cool. But the other two of us, our egos really got out of control. And I remember it was at a point where this other person felt that the business would only succeed with her at the helm. And my other business partner and I, we were the investors. We put the money into the business. And so she wanted to do it her way, but she didn't have the background financially or managing businesses. But stupid us, we listened to her because we thought her intuition was better than ours. And so one day she said, "You're not going to be successful unless you listen to me." And that did it for me. I lost control. And I let her have it. So we were yelling, and my third business partner wasn't there yet. She was just coming in outside the door. But I was ranting. I mean, I was probably as red as could be, yelling and screaming at her. And so my other business partner, she says, "I can hear you outside," you know. And all of a sudden, I stopped. And honest to God, I think everybody thought I went over the edge because I was so calm and cool. And it's like something came over me, and honest to God, it was the best feeling I ever had. I felt like I was being baptized on the inside, all the way from my head down to my toes. And it was that moment that I decided to let go. of the struggle and of the control. And I said, I want to dissolve the business right here and now. And she couldn't believe that she had pushed me that far. But my other business partner totally agreed. So we said, okay, we're going to dissolve because it's not working. So I said, we did have a lawyer, and my business partner, her daughter, was our lawyer. So she said she would take care of dissolving the business for us. So, but boy, I tell you, this other person quickly wanted to rescind everything that she had said. And I said, too late, you know. But I felt so good about letting go of control. And so the other business partner, she says, well, whatever you want to do, I'll back you. And I said, I don't want to do anything. So, but eventually she led me to finishing my book and also to start my own business, which is doing spiritual intuitive counseling for others. But I think that was such a good lesson for me, is learning to trust my own intuition and not listening to somebody else. And how to get along better with people. It's learning to listen to other people's viewpoints too. I also am involved in another partnership, but this one, nobody is the controller. I formed a women's networking group where it is not by membership. We don't charge a membership fee. It's just for women to meet other business women and just to socialize and getting to know each other. But my other co-founder, she and I have to work together as far as putting together our parties and things like that. So, but now I don't take total control. I don't need to. I like having somebody else to ask their opinion and to help. So it is looking for help from other people too. The next insight is engaging the flow. And one of the things is knowing when to act and not acting until you know. And that's not known as the woo-wee concept, the Tao concept called woo-wee. And some people rush into things, but this truly is just waiting for signs, waiting for that message that if you don't know what to do, don't do anything. People have a hard time with that one because they feel like you always have to act. And to me, I don't believe that's true. I like to wait for knowing what path to take and when to make a move. Then that was the eighth is, this is really an important one. It's learning to energy relating to others, and it's uplifting other people, where you can inspire others, not trying to take their energy away from them. It's learning how you want to help other people. And I think that's the whole lesson of all the 9 insights, is reaching that point where your services to others can help somebody else on their path. It's not always all about you. And it's like somebody asked me, because of the first insight where it says meaningful coincidences, you know, I said, always pay attention. Who's crossing your path? How do you feel? And one person says, why does everything have to mean something? And I said, it doesn't, but it doesn't mean it's you. It could be you're affecting somebody you're crossing. You don't know what you just did to another person. Sometimes it's just a smile. I remember one of my clients was going to the bank, and she was coming out, and there was a Hare Krishna, and you know, and some people really try to avoid them at all costs. But all she did was smile and say, "Hi, how you doing?" The girl broke down and cried. She says, "People aren't nice." And she said all it took was just to have somebody smile at her. So you never know how your energy is going to affect somebody else. So I think paying attention, you know, if somebody's not in a good mood or something like that, maybe you avoid the person too, because you don't want to pick up on their negative energy either. So I think it's important to being able to pick up on what your energy is doing, what your tone is when you're talking to other people, and then also paying attention how other people are talking to you. So to me, it's being that awareness on what you're projecting. Is it positive or is it negative? And then finally, it's called the emerging culture, raising others' vibration and reconnecting to the mysteries of life. And this has to do with when a lot of people come together. And Steve talked about this, about ascension. And it truly is when you get so many people that raise such a high vibration. If you're all thinking, and I think you can raise the vibration to such a really good level. And I think I read somewhere where it says the Mayans, the whole culture left Earth through ascension. So I think that's, why isn't it possible? Maybe it is. So it's just pain. Once again, it's all about energy and how you use yours. And hopefully finding your true path. We are in a brand new cycle. Being a numerologist, I do everything through numbers. And this year, it really, 26 in numerology and tarot is karmic relationships. And not all relationships are good for you. So it is, and also motherhood issues. How are children playing a role in your life this year? Is one of the messages, if a woman finds herself pregnant this year, there is a connection between mother and child. So, well, I think there always is, but for some reason, and it doesn't have to be your own child. It could be thinking about stepchildren, a relationship with how you get along with stepchildren. Also, one of my clients was having her eggs frozen this year because eventually she wants to be a mother. So whatever that means to each individual. But yeah, I think this truly is the year to find your heart's desire. And that's one of the quotes that I would like by Steve Jobs, who passed away in October of 2011. One of his, when he gave his commencement address at Stanford University on June 12, 2005, he said, "Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't be trapped by dogma, which is living with the results of other people's thinking. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. And most important, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. They somehow already know what you truly want to become." So in closing, I chose this song because hopefully this is your time to take time out for you to find your passion, what it is you want to do in life. I just started watching, what's it called? God, I can't even think now. So, whoa, yeah. Well, Master Chef, God, what am I? But all these people that have left good jobs, being a lawyer, being an architect, they said, "I want to be a chef." So they quit their jobs, and I started bawling because, boy, these people are following their passion, and wherever it may lead. Some are devastated because they're not good enough. Some are too arrogant that think they're really better than everybody else. So, but I think anytime a door closes, it doesn't mean that it's not meant to be. It's just saying now is not the time. It's having the patience and perseverance towards goals. So it's saying maybe you need to learn something more. So don't give up on your hopes and dreams, because I think it's just having the patience and perseverance to pursue whatever it is your heart wants. So in closing, Andrew, all right, Andrew's going to play the song that I chose to close, and it's called Unstoppable.
You're a masterpiece, a light for all the world to see. You've come so far, and you've survived. Every moment shaped your fire inside. You're so bold, don't you hide it. The world needs your strength, don't deny it. Hold your head up high and own it. This is your time, you've always known it. courage win. You're a fighter, you're a spark, you're meant to light up the dark. You're unstoppable, unshakable, incredible, irreplaceable. Don't you feel it? You're unstoppable, unshakable, you can reach it, unbreakable. You're unstoppable. You're amazing, don't forget it. It's your moment, now go get it. You're unstoppable.
You stopped me here. Thank you, Pam. It was so amazing. Okay, so at this time, can I get a couple of people to bring forward the baskets? And then we still have time for a song. Would you like to, should we sing a song after the, after? Pick a song, any song. Yeah, you could do it. Pick a song, Carol.
Say happiness is found within. Count your blessings. What page is that on? Come on, Jerry.
Count your blessings is 153. About the happiness.
All right.
Count your blessings. We're all together in the oneness of spirit. So as we sing, we will be together some more. Feel yourself as we're all together in the oneness of spirit, that we are for the highest and the best of life, loving and living each day. Amen.
Two more. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Come on, you gotta get it all three there. All right. Thank you, Jerry. All right, so which number is it? 153. 153 in Wings of Song. By one, and he will surprise you at the Lord has done. Count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your blessings, see what God has done. Count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your many blessings, see what God has done. When your life seems empty, it is so untrue. There's a mighty presence making all things new. Miracles take place wherever you may be, proving that God's love is with you constantly. Count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your blessings, see what God has done. Count your blessings, name them one by one. Count your many blessings, see what God has done. All righty then. So at this time, let us get the white card out and read our church affirmation. We totally accept the belief that God is in charge of the affairs and direction of Lake Superior Interfaith Community Church, As our thoughts of trust and joyful anticipation join in harmony with the thoughts of all members of this fellowship, we attract the right ministerial leadership and people to our spiritual community, and we are grateful. So as you circle up, I will give us a little benediction here. Come on up. And today, Source Creator, thank you for my life and all it teaches me, and the blessings of your love. Amen.